has he improved to you from his first year as a head coach to now going into his second season?
Great question, and I get asked that a lot. I think part of it is just what you saw here today. He's much more comfortable in the setting. I think the biggest difference for Larry from last year to this year is outside the lines rather than inside the lines. I don't think he's any better of a coach today than he was a year ago, or any better of a recruiter today than he was a year ago. I think he has probably become more comfortable in the role of the head coach. And he, in fairness, he'd never been there before, and it is different. And he's done that. And outside the lines, he's much more comfortable in the community settings.
What have you heard from fans this year?
Pretty much that. I've asked Larry and Josh and Melissa McFerrin and all of our coaches to get very involved in the community. I think that's our responsibility. And the people that respond back that have had Larry have all said, boy, he has really come a long way. He's really doing this. And I think you saw some of that today. He's just much more comfortable in the setting.
Especially with all the money that's being invested in this program over the next year or so, is there a heightened sense of urgency to win now on the football field?
There is for me. There probably, no, I think, you heard Larry today. We want to. We're really on donation. We really exist on donations, football and basketball. Basketball is pretty well maxed out. We're doing everything we can with basketball. Donations, we keep climbing. We can do better. Football's the one big missing piece right now. We've got a 60,000 seat stadium. We need to get that thing filled. We need to do it. We're going to market and promote, do everything we can, but winning's the big key. And Larry knows that, and that's part of his job, part of my job, and that's what we're trying to do, and we want to do it today. We don't want to do it tomorrow.
What are your overall expectations for this season in particular?
Well, I've talked to Larry about significant improvement, significant progress. I never set a set number of wins. You don't know about weather. You don't know about injuries. People will know. You'll know. I know. Tiger Nation will know whether or not we've improved from where we were a year ago, and I think that we will.
How important then? You have a push for the student body and to come out to these games. How important is it to get the student body in the city behind the team?
Well, I think it's important, but not so much for today as it is for down the road. Our fan base and most fan bases now around the country, it's become an older fan base. The days when I was in college, which is a million years ago, it was the social event was to go to a game. And now our students have a multitude of things that they can do. Forgetting all the social possibilities and the media possibilities and the dish and the cable and everything else, all the social networking. There's just so many different things going on. But we do want to, we've got probably 23,000 students going to be here this fall. And we want to get them there because they're their peers, and so that's what we're working hard on.
And lastly, what are your thoughts on Memphis continuing to play Tennessee in basketball and football?
Well, I want to keep doing it, primarily because it's in state. Not primarily, that is the reason. It's in state. Whether it be Oklahoma State, whether it be Michigan State, Iowa State. I just think Memphis and Tennessee playing makes a lot of sense. We're 500 miles apart. It's an in-state rivalry, and I just think it's the way to go.
And with them hiring a new athletic director, what plans are you making to make sure that series sticks between?
Well, the last conversation, right, fair question, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, I apologize. The last conversation I had with their athletic director, we had talked about extending the basketball series for probably 4 more years. I think we have 4 left, and we're going to extend it 4 more. And then we talked about football, talked about the 2020 season and beyond. That's how far ahead you schedule in football. We never finalized those conversations. Hopefully when the new athletic director gets there, we can do that.